Okay. Hi guys. Let's make somewhere a bit quiet around here. Give me a moment. Okay, should be good now. How are you all doing on this Friday Arvo? Let me check the details. We had a couple of folks in the chat right off the bat. Purgatory, how's it going? We had corrupt for time. What does the time check command do? Would that output the local time? It is currently 3:42 PM on a Friday afternoon here in Auckland, New Zealand. Okay. Now during the start of my streams, I usually check, make sure we're okay for our video, our audio. We're streaming to all three platforms, which is Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I'm using Streamable today. And what I have to do, let's see, Twitch and Kick were okay right off the bat, but YouTube didn't start straight away because they use a stream ID. Something about the stream ID. I had to open up YouTube Studio remotely into my home computer, check that it had gone live in there, and then everything looked okay. I tried toggling the destination on Streamable's dashboard off, on again, replace the stream ID with the latest one. It was the same one. So I don't know what was happening with YouTube. YouTube has always been one of the harder platforms to stream to, I found. It wasn't until I started using Restream that it worked really well, very reliable. But I have been working on something to replace that. Hopefully these guys, Streamable, will be able to maybe get that working a little smoother. Alright, cheers guys. Hope it's been a good week for you. I've been working on a project of my own the last couple of weeks, so I haven't uploaded any videos. It's been about a month since my last one. Fortunately, before that I did daily videos for a month. There's lots of content to go through. So I'd recommend checking those out in the meantime while I'm working on this little personal project of mine. Let's see. I had planned on alternating setups today, use something else, but that wouldn't start for me. So I went to good old Streamable instead, and no problems. It's a good thing we've got backups, and that's one thing I'd recommend as a streamer. Make sure you've got something else you can fall back onto in case you say your primary, the main one you use, isn't working. Then you got something else you can use instead. So worst case scenario, I could always fall back to the platform apps, much as I wouldn't want to do that. No disconnect protection, or not really one that you can really rely on. It's something, you know. What can I tell you about today's setup? Well, let's go to gear. We're using the Action voiceover video camera today. Got the mic 2, Rode Lab for audio. So wireless audio going from the mic 2 into the Action 4 directly. And the Action 4 is using the Mudi 7 travel router, which I have in my bag. Okay. I de-scooted today. Mudi 7 travel router and Anker battery bank inside the crossbody bank. And up here we've got the S23 Ultra. I'm just using to monitor the YouTube stream. And then over here we've got Moblin. Moblin you can stream to Streamable. I've got it as one of a couple streams inside of Streamable here. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Now there's something wrong with my chatbot. I might have to check that that is set up. Maybe I changed a couple of things. But normally when you run chat commands, which I have as predefined messages, then that would control what scene I'm using on the remote OBS. None of them are working, so I think I probably broke something. Very likely, actually. But yeah, we have got starting, start, live. All those are supposed to map to a chatbot command on Streamable side, and then switch to or do whatever on their end. Good times, good times. It has worked, so I know it works. Just need to have a look at that again. But yeah, well, today we could chat about stuff, chat about IRL, chat about Streamable. You know, if you have any questions about IRL, what I do as an IRL streamer, let me know. Okay, let's look here. Alright. But yeah, not sure how long today's stream will go for. Could go for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. It just depends. All depends on chat, the weather, the vibes. Sometimes I don't intend on doing a long stream. Like half an hour, it ends up being 3-5 hours. So, you know, it's a bunch of things combined that determines how long the stream goes. Yeah. Okay. So things are looking good. Just going to keep an eye on stuff. But at least for now, it's like we're alright. Let's try a screen share. Circuitry. what that is, but okay. Oh, interesting. Have you tried it though? So you've heard about it, but have you tried it? And did that work? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't have my cellular on. We're not bonded. Now we're bonded. That may have affected the stream somewhat. We were using purely Wi-Fi to the Mudi 7. Hyena. Hey, Hyena, how are you? Why do I not have a screen share? Just subscribe, thank you. Oh, I'm not screen sharing. There. That could be why. Let's try that again. Start broadcast. 14 months. I think we're going to have an overlapping chat with the screen share. Thank you for the tier 1. Yep. I'll just leave this on for a little bit so you can see what I'm looking at inside of Moblin. So I've got the 2 connections, cellular plus the Wi-Fi. Bitrate, RTMP stream, they all look good. Yeah, all looks fine. So we'll turn that off. Circuitry. Like GitHub, I think. Source of information. Some planes flying around the city. I hear about what was happening in Darwin, I think. Darwin, they had an air show. The little baby air show for us. See the smoke trail? Oh, there we go. Over there. There's 5 of them. Flying past Skytown. What is that about? Too bad I can't zoom with Action 4. Wouldn't it be great if you could zoom? Can't even see what they are. Like, they must be propeller. Old school. Alright. What's that? Gifted one tier 1 sub. Thank you for gifting the tier 1. Cool. I was not prepared for that. I had no idea they were doing something like that today. If you got a tier 1 sub, please thank Hyena. Thank you, Hyena. Okay. Implementation. Okay. That's one thing I find very inspiring about our community. there's folks out there wanting to improve IRL on their own projects. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, some of them are freemium. I think it's all good. I think it's awesome. Keep hearing about more and more in the sort of community of ours. Folks are starting up relay servers and things like that. Just so we've got more options, you know. At the moment, and for the longest time, we had, let's see what, Mailbox Cloud, where there was some of the premium ones out there, like IRL Toolkit. Fairly new on the scene is Streamable, which I'm using today. Let's go, yeah, easy as easy as. I heard something, I thought it was another plane. Nah, just sounds like the same kind of engine. That was cool. They often have stuff like that out west or northwest. They have car shows. They got a, what do you call it, military airport out there. Helicopter? Oh, yeah. They're pretty normal, get those all the time. Oh, bet it's Moblin again. Sure enough, Moblin says we're using the action for audio via RTMP. I'm just going to toggle the audio. I'm just going to toggle the audio front and then back to action for RTMP, and I've got a feeling they were going to be in sync again. Hello. Better now, yeah. It always seems to happen that the mic will go out of sync at the start of a stream, and I have to do a thing to fix it. Who is they? Oh yeah, it sounds a lot louder, right? Briefly. Did they update the subscriber badge? Maybe? Could be a different badge. I see something that looks like a, what do you call it? One of those bouncy balls. I don't know what that is. Got the GoPro? Or is it in the overlay that's on screen? Is that what you mean? The beach ball? Ah, beach ball, yeah. That's what I meant. Don't know, yeah. It could be just like a bonus. One of those bonus badges. So for example, if you hang out in someone's stream, this was a little while ago, who was doing IRL, and you were in their stream for about half an hour, then you got a special IRL badge. Could be something like that. If you tap on it, it should explain what it is. Yeah, bonus. Now earlier you said the GoPro isn't connected to any Box encoder right now. So I'm using a DJI Action 4. I often call it a GoPro because most people are familiar with what a GoPro is. It's wireless, so I don't have any cables connected to it. So you might be able to see, yeah, so there's no cables. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sending the video via RTMP wirelessly through a travel router, which is in my bag, and then that goes into my iPhone. So I just prefer doing things this way. I'm terrible with cables. I've mentioned it before. I've knocked over my phone, which is on a gimbal, and then that went flying, broke my gimbal. But you do, well, you might encounter wireless connectivity issues, which you wouldn't have if this was connected with a cable. In some places like Japan, they don't allow the kind of wireless transmission that I'm using right now, which is the 5 GHz band. Taco's badge for the win. Know which badge it is. Cheers, guys. Have a little ride. So my personal setup, what I've been calling the self-hosted one, that's on a break while I work on some stuff. So I've been alternating between this one and the other service that I'm using. These are really handy because my computer doesn't need to be on for either of them. 3-day ticket. Oh, you do have a taco. Is that what that is? That's a taco badge. What did I get? I think I got a 1-day ticket for TwitchCon. No, 2 days. Because I really didn't have enough time for the third. Ooh. Doing great. That's the one. Yeah, let's go back in his chat a little bit. Beach ball. Oh, really? Could probably make one, replace one of my other badges with a taco. It would be the same taco badge, taco icon, but as a subscriber badge. What the main thing to do would be if I put it at a 36-month tier goal. So you have to be a subscriber for 36 months in order to get the taco badge. That'd be kind of mean, eh? What else should I have? Because for everything else, I just got like numbers, like for 1 month, 2 months, whatever. I could probably do with more badges. Badges. Got a NASA badge as well? Fancy. How do you swap out your badge? Because didn't you have a beach ball before? How about that? Must have been a FIFA thing, or FIFA, however you want to pronounce it, to get that one. Maybe or someone's stream. You right clicked it. Ah, okay, cool. How's things looking? Things looking pretty good. Alright, let's go for a little ride. Ah, gotcha. I should try that. I like to have the IRL badge up all the time, but I think that one was only for specific channels, so wherever you got the IRL badge, that's where it'll show on that channel where you got it. You know what I mean? Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, sweet. Okay, let's see if I can change it now. Alright, gonna try it now. You did it. Ah, ha ha ha. Can I change my one? Can I? Mod, blah, blah. Do you have to be on a desktop version? Come on. Come on. Why can't I send a message? Oh no, I can't. What the? Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay, let's try that again. Type a message. No. Oh, yeah. Test. Send. Okay. I think I have to be on the desktop version, right? Oop. Reward, snipe. 3 dots. Snipe. Overview. Okay, alright. Don't see it anywhere. Okay. This can wait. I can change it later. Messages. Or perhaps it's the iPhone version. Let's try that. So Twitch on iPhone. Profile. Close. Oh yeah, maybe. There's more in here. Nope. Okay, never mind. Things you'll learn. Okay. Or is it in someone else's chat, not your own chat? I think I need to sit down and finish my coffee. Coffee. So basically, today is a pretty chill stream. As we sort of test. Oh, spillage. Oh no. This whole path was a bit too bumpy. Hope I don't have coffee in my bag. Maybe. Oh. More spillage. Oh, yep, now definitely coffee in my bag. And grab a seat over here. Oh no! Coffee on the Mudi 7. Okay, I need 2 hands for this. You need some kind of suspension on the coffee cup. Good thing that's on the inside of the bag. If that stains, not a big deal. And I think it probably will stain. Let's have a seat. Oh, actually. Need my phone. To check on chat. Ugh. Okay. Now, have I gone over the setup today? I think I have, but I'll do it again for anyone who may just be tuning in. So today we're using Streamable. Streamable is an online service which provides you with an OBS in the cloud. So basically it runs all the time while you're streaming. I really like the approach about it too, because so basically whatever device you're using to stream with, I'm using Moblin today, which is an iPhone app. I can stream from this to the remote OBS. If I needed to switch from this phone, and say ran out of battery, to an S23 Ultra, then I could stream with IRL Pro to the remote OBS. And it would be a fairly seamless switch. I've done this, demonstrated it before. Going from one to the other. And then I can also switch to using my OBS at home, where that would be signed into Streamable. So it's great in that you can go from, let's say, streaming at home, where OBS is streaming to Streamable. Streamable is then streaming to wherever, like Twitch, Kick, YouTube. And then let's say, hey guys, let's go do some IRL, go get dinner or something. That's where I could switch it to, let's say, the BRB scene in my... Actually, no, I could just stop streaming on my home computer. Then Streamable would switch to a BRB scene because it's no longer receiving that stream from OBS. I could turn off my computer at home, which is something I couldn't do before, like with my self-hosted one. Basically, everything was going through that. So if the home computer turned off, and that's it, stream over. So from there, I could go from home computer, turn it off, Streamable, since the stream is being maintained there, then it just switches to BRB, where I could play a clip or whatever. Then you go to your destination, boot up your iPhone, your Android, start streaming from that to Streamable, and then it'll switch over from BRB to Moblin or IRL Pro. So I like that approach to it, because I haven't seen that before. Maybe other systems do it, but I think that's a good way in order to keep your stream going regardless of situation. So, you know, if you have your home OBS, you can turn it off and then continue streaming. Or let's say you're on a trip somewhere and you're purely IRL, don't have access to your computer, then it's basically just doing the same thing. You boot up the Streamable remote OBS, start streaming with Moblin. Make sense? I modified things on my remote OBS, which I'd like to show you guys, because I thought about going through like a masterclass of how you use Streamable, but I think the Streamable folks have covered almost everything there is to do with getting it working with iPhone, with Android, multi-streaming. You name any kind of topic involving Streamable, they've already made a video on it, so I don't see how I could approach it differently, except for how I've set up my remote OBS. That's fairly unique, I think. So I think I could cover that, and it wouldn't sound like I'm repeating something that's already been done. Yeah. Cheers again. I have covered a video where I went through how I go live with Streamable. So that covers... I think it covers just the... Yeah, starting a stream with Moblin, connecting the camera up. I covered that, then going live, and then switching scenes with the chatbot. I covered quite a bit in that existing video on my channel. So check that one out if you haven't already. Yeah. I've also made quite a few changes since I last looked at things. They've got new plans now. So they started off with some fairly high-end pricing, which is comparable to maybe some other folks' services out there already. And I understand why they'd be priced so high now. After sort of looking into it myself, it's like, oh, okay, yeah. I think it's gonna rain. It might rain. If it does, that's the end of the stream. But I guess after time, more users have signed up to Streamable. They've been able to gear things towards specific types of users, like having shorter plans. They've got ones now which are like a 3-day pass or something. So if you're very, very casual in the use of it, then you could use it for like, I think they got like a 1 day pass, 3 day pass, that kind of thing, which is very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder though if it's ready out of the gate, because usually when I think of OBS, there's some setup stuff you have to do, starting soon, ending soon. Now when I first started using it, I think it had some pre-built scenes in there for starting soon, which had a looping video for BRB. So you could, let's say if you only wanted to use it one time, could just stream with it at one time, or let's say 3 days or whatever. Give you a good idea of how it works, you know. Swap my badge. Should I try? Let's see if I can try swatching my badge again. Yeah, there's no identity section in here from what I can see. Hey, I can time out myself. That's kind of weird. I can time out ban myself. Delete, copy. You shouldn't be able to do that. Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to Cliff Kurt's channel while they're live in any category. Enable drops for the community, support the subscriptions, and claim the rewards. Okay. Just reading the little message here. Jeff pays out. I think he does. That's definitely a Jeff move. Oh, Jeff. Okay. Anything else we can cover before the heavens open up, which I feel like it's going to be any minute now? So I listed my lens on a local service here called Trade Me, and I did get some offers. The lens I am selling is my 35mm 1.4 G Master. I had it on there for a week. After the week it kind of expires, and then you can relist it. It doesn't cost you any extra to relist your item. So I had one. I was selling it at 1,500 New Zealand dollars. You can buy one brand new from a store for about 2,500 New Zealand dollars. Just to give you an idea. I was thinking, okay, let's go for around 1,700, 1,750, something like that. It's a couple $100 cheaper than the retail price. That should be alright. But there is a grey market store in Auckland which was selling it for around 1,700. So I went, oh, okay, so I guess I can't really sell it for that much if this grey marketplace is selling it for what I wanted to sell it. So I put it at 1,500 New Zealand dollars, waited to see what offers I'd get. I got one which was $1,350, decline, and a couple that were $1,000. Nah. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. Those were instant decline. Yeah, that's pretty low for that is. $1,350 though, I was thinking, that would help cover the flights to South Korea. It would help. It wouldn't cover the flights, but I'd be able to get on top of that cost, which is on my credit card. So every day, week that I don't pay that off as fast as possible, the interest is just going to, accumulate. I don't know, 1,300 seems too cheap too. But yeah, that's an update on the lens situation. I won't miss that lens. It's a very good lens. That was near the end of my portrait photography journey. So that was a phase in my life that I really enjoyed. Loved working with the folks that I worked with. Other peers, models, makeup artists, etc. But I feel like I've always been a street photographer. I did that before, still did it when I was doing portraits, and now I enjoy it. I think so, 1,500 is about right. So I might just relist it. I use my Samsung to take the photos of it, but I might instead use my Fuji when I relist it. Use a nicer camera, not one that looks pretty awful. I suppose if realistic, the Samsung was better for that. So yeah, I might retake the photos that I put on Trade Me, use the Fuji instead. I need some examples of the photos taken with it. I don't think I'll use the ones I've already uploaded. They've been edited and whatnot. I tried taking some with the Sony, but boy, they were not good. I was having trouble with the Sony. I've been using the Fuji for so long, I'd forgotten how to use the Sony A7 III. Yeah. I also notice I've got dust inside my lens too. I've got 2 specks inside the lens. Doesn't affect the photos. But I had someone ask, does it have any mold? Nope. Does it have any scratches? Nope. Does it have any dust? And I was saying, no, I don't think so. And shine a light in there, and sure enough, 2 little specks on the lens. The new menu system. Okay, I've heard about it. Good things. From what I could see, it reminded me of the Lumix menu. I haven't used it, so I don't know. But menu systems overall are pretty bad. Do you have it on the 6700? Probably do. Hey, I think they introduced it around that time. A74 maybe. Yeah, around there. That generation up. I mean, I'm okay with the one on the A7 III. It's alright. Not too bad. Oh yeah, I need to list that too. So I need to just sell off a whole bunch of stuff. Get rid of the AS300, which I've used only, a couple of times, maybe 5. That is the action camera, the Sony one. Still very popular amongst IRL streamers. If I haven't won everyone over to the Action 4. How are we doing over here? How's our battery? Oh, we're pretty low, 23%. Not too bad. So apparently this camera has been streaming for 64 minutes. I don't think our stream has been going that long. Can't tell. I don't know. Okay, so Twitch says we've been going for 1 hour. What about YouTube? YouTube, where are we? Mike. Hey, Mike. Sorry, I didn't get your message. This is on YouTube. Mike Celium. Hey, gang. DJI Pocket 4 Pro. No live streaming as far. What? I think it depends what you mean, right? Because the FAQs say live streaming is supported. I'm going to assume that the Pocket 4P can stream with the Mimo app. So I reckon you could probably go from the Pocket 4P through the Mimo app into Moblin if you got an iPhone, and that would work. There's a couple extra steps until the Moblin guys can add support for the 4P. What are those red flecks? Back there? That's a good question. They always have flags there. I don't think they mean anything. Or maybe they do have a wall of photos below them. So maybe it relates to that in some way. Asked on Facebook group, people struggle to go live. Ooh, not China, I hope. Right. I bet I could get it to work. If someone has a 4P they want to loan me, I bet I could stream with it. Am I getting those messages? I'm not. Why am I not getting those messages in Moblin? Oh, I know why. Hold on. I need to get the video ID. I think it'll work now. That's one issue with Moblin, is you have to fetch the video ID. If you don't get the video ID, you don't get those messages. It's great because you never have to worry about quota running out the way that Moblin retrieves YouTube messages. But if you haven't pulled that video ID, then you don't get any messages. And I have to do it every time I go live. Wait for some better deal than $1,400 vlog combo. Based on the Pocket 3 Creator combo, it didn't go down until a couple of months before the Pocket 4. You may be waiting a while, or perhaps when they have another DJI sale, it might go down a bit. And then Black Friday sale, that's coming up, right? Maybe? But you'll see the biggest drop in price, I reckon, when there's another pocket camera about to be released. And who knows, the DJI, the way they release new cameras, there could be another pocket camera within a year. But usually with the Pocket series, it's every 2-3 years. So they did the Pocket 4 and then the 4P a little bit later. I reckon they'll probably lock those in for now, and it could be another 2-3 years after for the next ones. Who knows? You know, they may have changed their plans on that. Keep rolling more and more of them out. You just can't tell with these guys. X5 to 6 mean Insta360? Were they? I haven't kept up with Insta360 as much. Oh yeah, and the 360 Mark II. That was pretty quick. I think they needed to, because there were a lot of complaints about the non-replaceable lens. I think that was the first thing people noticed. They said, why can't you replace the lens? So they've got that one, which I think is out now, where you can replace the lens. That was definitely something they needed to address. So I guess that's why they got onto that one. I think it was the biggest critique, right? They had no live streaming on launch, which was another disappointment. And then they did roll out an update which gave you single lens mode for the 362. The original 360, I mean. There's so much potential with the camera. I talked about it before the 360 came out. And wow. Yeah. Might need to take a bathroom break. I think I know where I could go with my e-scooter. It might be okay. I can go BRB. They would be able to see the BRB screen with the Streamables one. I've redesigned it. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, ow. Let's pop Moblin, iPhone up here. And you guys want a chest mount? Will this work? Or do we have to do a plug unplug? Plug unplug, okay, no worries. No? Try again. Yep, now it's charging. That's a weird quirk I found with the iPhone and USB-A connection to the Anker. So you have to do that whole plug and plug thing. Okay, alright. Firstly, we'll drop off our litter, coffee cup. And then I'm going to head this way. And I'm going to make that traffic light. No, not. Welcome to Auckland City, very dull grey day, perfect for portrait photography. Very soft lighting. Not so much for street photography, I think. And street photography looks best when it's moody, a lot of contrast. Can't work. See this store over here? I was hoping it was going to be an Apple store. We don't have an Apple store in Auckland, or New Zealand, I think. Looks like it's going to be another clothing store. Yay. Okay, quick break, folks. I know. I am going to use the end button. So when we stop streaming, Streamable should switch to the BRB scene. Okay. Let's try it. So we're on Ingest 2, open scene, end, and then it should switch to Ingest offline. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna try kick. Moblin snapshot, looking at preview on my Moblin and the chat, so send. So, oh, that did work. Look at my phone, paste. So looking at Moblin snapshot, nothing in my preview, so there was no snapshot. Okay, that's not good. Alright. I'm going to try kick. So, Moblin snapshot, looking at preview on my Moblin and the chat, so send. So, oh, that did work. Look at my phone, paste. So looking at Moblin snapshot, nothing in my preview, so there was no snapshot. Okay, that's not good. Alright. I'm going to try kick. Moblin snapshot, looking at preview on my Moblin and the chat, so send. So, oh, that did work. Look at my phone, paste. So looking at Moblin snapshot, nothing in my preview, so there was no snapshot. Okay, that's not good. Alright. I'm going to try kick. So, Moblin snapshot, looking at preview on my Moblin and the chat, so send. So, oh, that did work. Look at my phone, paste. So looking at Moblin snapshot, nothing in my preview, so there was no snapshot. Okay, that's not good. Alright. I'm going to try kick. Okay, welcome back. Peter over here has caught up yet. We're showing over here Ingest 2, Moblin scene. Is this YouTube? Oh, there we go. Sweet. There's only one clip there on the BRB seed. I should check that, see if there's more than just that one. Yeah, pretty straightforward. The Streamable can pull clips from your channels and then use them. You may have to check it because they could have updated the way it works. But pretty nice. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this last time, but the chat overlay you see, that is also streamable. I was using Bodrix before, but I think for these services it's better if they have their own native versions. And they were able to churn that out pretty quickly, their own overlay. And it'll merge chat from, I think, all three, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I need to have a look at the chat to see if it's doing that for YouTube. I think I need to crop it a little because it kind of cuts off part of the message at the top. Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. Just do it in OBS. On the remote OBS. To verify that functions just like OBS on your computer. Basically the same. Maybe a slightly older version or a custom version. Yeah, everything's there. Okay, it is 10 to 5. So I think I'll do a Pokemon route. And we could be wrapping up. 7-day streak. There's route here. Cruising by the cruise ships, yep. Follow, okay. Let's see if that washes out my coffee stain. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Battery. We might cut out. I can quickly plug this in. We're on 2% battery. Grab a spare one from in here. There's a whole battery. Pop a new one in. Then we should be good to go. Okay. Back to 100%. Should have done that while we're on BRB. All good. Actually, I need 2 hands for this. Hey Sai, how's it going? Welcome in. How's your project going? Going good? And why did my TTS not go? Oh well. But. It's great, that's the one. Glad to hear that. Pretty awesome for photography. Yeah, that's the one. I like how it shows the uploading progress. That's very nice. So it gives you like a live update, how long it's taking. Ooh. Oh, hold on. My screen just turned off. It's better. I have to go into the cycle lane. Oh, so a Canon photographer in the wild. Can't mistake the Canon neck strap. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now, I don't think that girl was the type that mixes up neck straps and gear. You know, like some people who do that. Bumpy. Hey Mike, how's it going? I see you there. My bro. DJ Reminisce in the chat. The BellaBox agent I've created installs a FTP server on the BellaBox. Allows you to see images of all your connections. to prevent video feed from dropping as well as image file compression before sending. Okay. Don't know what that means, might have to process it later. But sounds good, especially the from dropping part. Hey fam. I think the weather is getting better, eh? I think it is. Maybe out of this whole winter business, well, the worst of it. Might not need this big puffy jacket anymore. We'll see. Don't know, but you know. We'll see. No update. I don't know anyone who has one. No update on the 4P. Someone did chime in saying that some folks have had problems getting it to work, but I don't know if that's with Moblin or if that's with the Memo app. So I'm quite curious. I reckon Eric, Katie and Eric probably has one. He always seems to be up with the latest tech. I should try and tune into one of his streams, see if he has one. Yeah, I should check. Kinda need someone who has one first, and then when they've got it, which I can see would be a little bit hard because they've been selling out everywhere. No one has one. No one in my circles. So I've checked with my Aussie friends, none of them have one. They keep asking each other. They'll say, Cliff, you got the 4P today? I'm like, nah, nah. I can't afford one. Matt doesn't have one, Masingo doesn't have one. I don't know about the others, but I don't think they have. Wait a minute. I recall one of the Aussie crew may have one or was waiting on one. So I have to try and find out who that was. Must find out. Let's have a quick look at the Discord. 4P. Let's see. Any results? Messages. Hope 4P gets supported soon. That was 4 days ago. No, Moblin Dev has the 4P. That was 5 days ago. That was Mike. Start stream with Memo app for now. Support will probably come some point in the future. About one person, hi, I'm using the Pocket 4P. When I try to connect it to Moblin, it gets stuck on preparing stream. So they were asking if it is supported in Moblin. That was 5 days ago. By one person, Pocket 4P test. Did you try the 4P with a Bella box? I have a Pocket 4P loan unit from DJI. Well, how do you pull that off? I tried searching the Discord for some answers. Just wanted to confirm the 4P is not supported by Moblin as of now. That was 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Lightning receiver if I buy an additional. Okay, no. So I guess this list is from newest to oldest. Supported by Moblin. So no Moblin developer has it yet. So apparently you just have to use the Memo app. Yeah, that looks like it. There you go. DJI dev tools are a pain from what I've heard. Oh, okay. It depends on the API. If it's in there, I reckon it'll come. The main thing is that the website says that live stream is supported. If it said no, then it'll be very unlikely that it'll ever come. So at the moment, it's just a matter of someone on the developer team for Moblin will roll out an update. I want to read this one about 4P test. RTMP with Memo app. Ooh. Shaggy I. Unboxing Caldo. When was this? On Twitch. Oh yeah. So from what I can tell, iShaggy was using the Pocket 4P through the Memo app into Moblin, and this is his stream testing it. Is that Italian? I need to be able to see some of it functioning, like with the zoom. Because this could be anything. It could be just a normal Pocket 4P, Pocket 4. Let's see if I can copy this link. Copy, no, not message ID. Share link, copy link. Wait, is this my chat? Need to make sure. Oh yeah, my chat. Okay, I pasted a link that's in Twitch chat. Now I'm gonna have to jump around to YouTube. Paste. Look at all those little icons and things. And then one more on Kick. So it's a bit of message spam.
So they give us all the fun bits.
Oh, can I? Paste. There you go, folks. If you did want to go check out iShaggy's live stream, I can't hear it right now, so I don't know what he's saying, and I probably wouldn't know what he's saying anyway if it's in Italian. But Maybe in that stream somewhere, he's demonstrating the 4P features. Yeah, what I got out of the Discord message is that he was using the Memo. So that's kind of like a go-to if nothing else works. Just stream with your camera, whether it's the Pocket 4, 4P, Action 5 Pro, 6. I've heard some of them, don't know which ones in particular. They're a little so-so on live streaming, but through the Memo app it seems to work pretty well. So that would be the temporary workaround for now, is to use the Memo app until maybe Eric, the main guy behind Moblin, or one of the other developers can add support for it. I don't think it'll take very long. Actually, a nice day to go out on the e-scooter. Yeah, last couple of streams it's been cold, really cold, riding into the wind. But this is nice. I was thinking it might rain today. It looks like we're okay. Pocket 4P. I had someone in chat who said, from what he's looked and heard, Pocket 4P does have streaming issues, but yeah, got some conflicting info. Don't know either way. But it seems like this one guy, that stream that I linked, got it working. So I think that's probably the way to do it. Just do it through the Memo app. Let's do a quick ride up Queen Street, see what's happening in the city today. 5 o'clock. Probably not much. Folks will be finishing work, heading home. Nightlife doesn't really get started, never really did in Auckland City until much later. Not really the place to go to anymore. Yeah, one thing I haven't seen in a long time is that froggy guy. The dancing froggy guy who was on TikTok. Haven't seen that guy in maybe years. It was everywhere. Like, this TikToks tend to do well. And Friday is usually really Hare Krishnas, maybe too early for them. I haven't seen any performances or anything so far. Okay, I think we're good. Right, that's not much, it seems. Okay. No. So, no performance yet, no church folks. Pretty quiet. Kicker. Hey, Crab Cow. Mossy. Let's see. Let me check that one. Is from a Mossy. Going to be any big difference between the 3 and the 4? Oh, the 4's been out for a while. From what I recall, it had internal storage. It was better with focusing. So what could happen with the Pocket 3 is it would lose focus and start focusing on something else. And I found that happening when I've used it. I just move a little bit and then it'll lose me. So then I'd have to double tap one of the buttons for it to refocus. It'll recenter. Oh, hey. Yeah. So better focus. What else was here? Internal storage. From memory, those were the main ones. I think you'll be able to do a comparison thing on the website if you looked up all 3 models, so the Pocket 3, the 4 and the 4P. Beep. Alright. I think that might have been the cab being impatient. Oh, what he was going to do, it was a single lane, it's not like he could go anywhere. Ugh. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. So, yeah, read the one. Beep for streaming. Any difference for streaming? I suppose being able to focus on a streamer is kind of important. But the consensus for a lot of people who already had the 3 was there wasn't enough of an incentive to upgrade from the 3 to the 4. I have to agree with that. If you already have the 3, it's a great camera. Now the 4P though, maybe. If you don't have a pocket camera at all, then going straight to the 4P could be better. 4P has issues at the moment. Once they are resolved, should be good. Oh, what issues have you heard, Krupp? I shared a link on all the 3 chats. I'm curious if you guys could have a look. Like, one of the early issues I heard was that when you zoomed from the standard lens to the 60mm, was that there was a very noticeable change from one lens to the other. Apparently they fixed that with a recent firmware update. Apparently. So I don't know if that is the same thing or a different thing. HDMI frame doubling. Woo. And crashes in webcam mode. I think it's just software encoding issues. Okay, well that's not good. Has anyone had a chance to look at that live stream, the one that I linked? And have you noticed any encoding issues with that one? They were using the Memo app to stream into Moblin. The guy says that he was using the 4P on his Discord message and linked to his Twitch. But I'd like to see something that is definitely confirms that it's a 4P. Whether he switches cameras to show the camera, as so let's say he uses his iPhone to show the 4P. Or if he zooms with the 4P, something like that. Oh, they got rid of the containers. No containers. They were pretty boring. I think it was part of Matariki. The 4P look okay aside from issues, but also apparently it's harder to keep it top. Oh, battery. Okay. It uses the same battery size as the 4. I think that's where they should have had a larger battery capacity. for this one. But they did have battery life expectancy for all three models that you could compare, and it didn't seem like it was that huge of a difference. I think that's where you'd need the battery handle. If you got the 3, I believe it's compatible with the Pocket 4P. Might also have its own one, but that will make a difference, you know. The problem with the Vlogger combo is that it doesn't include one, eh? So it gives you the lights, it gives you a little remote control thingy, which shows you what's happening on the screen. So it gives you a couple of things like that, but no battery handle. Keep it topped up. Maybe you just have to have it plugged in all the time. Or I wonder, is it not supplying fast? It is, right? I'm sure it is. I believe I read that somewhere, that it supplied fast charging. Like they all do. Have another seat. Stretch. I took all the tables off the grass, probably because it's wet and stuff. Oh, I can hear music. Okay, probably can't stay here. Right. What are we? We're about mid-August. September and then October. Oh wow. We've only got like a couple of weeks away before the big trip. September then October. October is when we're heading to Seoul. And at the moment, Japan is questionable. I really want to go though. I want to include it as part of the trip. Going to be short anyway. Only going to be a couple of days. So there's quite a bit I need to get ready for that trip, especially with the streaming setup. What am I going to use? I think I should take a photo. I don't think I got a photo of how I'm using this. Ready to smile, smile, and cheese. Upload that on to the Discord. IRL showcase. Yep. I'll upload it now, otherwise I'll probably forget if I don't do it now. Okay, I just uploaded a photo of the streaming setup. Wait, do I include the crossbody bag in that? No, I don't. It's fine. Would the Mudi 7 work in Japan? We'll find out, I guess. It is tri-band. So it does 2.4 gigahertz. I don't know. I'm going to assume that the 5 gigahertz won't work. Although I've heard conflicting things about that. 5 gigahertz works sometimes, apparently in indoor mode, maybe something like that. Mine is set to indoor mode, so maybe that part of it's okay. But in terms of what bands it supports, this Mudi 7 will work almost everywhere except, well, it'll kind of work in the US. It's missing some of the bands they use there. But basically everywhere else should be okay. Should be, you know. Say that, we don't really know until we're there. But New Zealand, Australia, fine. From what I can tell, Seoul would be okay. Japan, don't know. Find out. The Japan version, yeah, okay. Like that's what I did for Seoul when I was there for my last trip about a year ago. I got a local travel router. I was thinking that would be perfect for the trip because it's always got the right bands, it's always got the right this and that, network connections. It's not, what do they call it, roaming. And it worked really well. So that was a good choice for that trip. But this time around, I have to do things differently. I don't have the budget I did for that one. And also, because it was my first time there, I got lots of specials. I was using an app called Klook, where you can get lots of discounts on travel-related things like SIM cards. But because I've already used them, a lot of those first-time benefits are not there anymore. But we'll see. Oh, they're bumpy. I also think I'm going to, actually, yeah, I'm going to be okay for my trip through to Seoul. Now, from what I've heard, if you don't have a CCC rated battery bank, it could get confiscated when you're traveling through China, but only if you're flying domestic. If you're just passing through to stopover, then it'll be okay. But last time, I think I stopped through Shanghai. Yeah, Shanghai for a couple of hours, then on to Seoul. This time it's different. Different stopover. Wait a minute, who's looking at getting around and read something? Oh, right. I need to reread that. I think it might depend as well what version of Mudi 7 you were looking at getting. When I got it as part of the pre-order, there were only two. There was the, I call it EU model, which was basically everywhere else outside of North America, and then there's the NA model, which is North America. I think now they got lots more versions. They have like an AU version for Australia. And that particular one might only be available if you get it from the GL.iNet website. And maybe it was just that first batch. Actually, I think I was second batch, not first batch. DJ style. Depends on the model you buy. There were two. Oh, okay, well, there you go. I think Amazon is where I was seeing more than two. I'll tell you what, it's a great travel router. I think the main thing I like about it is that it never overheats. I've barely gotten warm, you know. I think I'm going to give up on checking the temperature because I had the scale out of 5 and it has gotten maybe once or twice. Happy Friday to you too, DJ Style. Happy Friday. Yeah, I hope you guys can have a good weekend. I know with the other routers, every other one that I've had has gotten hot. Toasty. I think was the Slate 7. It for sure got up to like a 3 or 4. I feel how hot that one was, and boy. Might have to take the road. Look. Just sold my M6 Pro poggers. Oh really? Okay. What are you gonna get? $300. Oh nice. I remember looking at an M6 Pro maybe a year and a bit ago. And they were expensive on Amazon. I know you can get them, what do you call it, subsidized, pay weekly, monthly or something in Aussie land. So that made them affordable. But if you were to buy one through Amazon, they were like 1,600 New Zealand dollars. That price, man, expensive as. And from what I've heard, these are the Aussie versions is, you know, those things got hot. They didn't seem that much better from what I remember of like the M2, the M1 and everything else. B7, oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. So I really have the same issues I did before. Like, I don't remember the last time I had like really bad audible glitching. Whenever I switched to the S23 Ultra, I was glitching all the time. I will still get glitching, but I think that's more to do with the area, other factors, not the RTMP. And but I think the issues I've had could be my iPhone resources slowing down, so I just can't handle all the things I'm doing. So that's when I'll get glitching. That's not going to be fixed until I can upgrade my phone. And then it could be the area that I'm in just has no internet. So not much you can do about that unless you have more internet connections. Or just stream somewhere with better internet. Whereas before I was having glitches all the time. "45 degrees heat." Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. But like with the Slate 7, everything else I used, it got hot anyway. But this one doesn't. So yeah, the external temperature, that's going to be something. And let's see. Hopefully the 17 Pro Max Wi-Fi can stay connected. Should. Because it actually has Wi-Fi 7. There are things that my phones can't take advantage of because both of them are old. Yeah, so the Wi-Fi part of the iPhone 17 Pro should be able to switch between the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz bands, just auto switch. Whereas normally on an older device like my ones, it can only connect with the 5 gigahertz. Whatever band you connect it to, that's it. And if that band isn't doing too well, then you're kind of stuck. So from what I've read, the 2.4 gigahertz band has better range, but it's not as strong, can't handle as much data, whereas it's the reverse on 5 gigahertz. So 5 gigahertz, less range, but lots more data it can handle. So unfortunate, big city like Auckland, I'm okay. Enough performers around. Yeah, very colourful top. Medicine, hello. Just curious, have you tested or are going to test it Pocket 4P? I have not tested it. I would love to, but I don't have the means to. I'm just waiting on one of my other friends who are streamers to get one. I'm sure someone is. Was it Monkey Bananas? I don't know if it was you. Oh no, I guess not. On paper it looks good, but it's just shoes. Random dropouts, okay. I'm hearing that. Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be testing it, not in the near future, unless someone reaches out to me, has a loan unit or something for me to try. But nothing like that at the moment. I'll say I fall into good fortune. Really, 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 really good fortune. We will see, we will see. Anyway, that's it for me today. I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Hyena, for the tier 1 sub and gifting a tier 1 sub. I don't know who you gifted to, but appreciate you. Appreciate everyone who jumped into chat. God, Mossy, DJ Style, Crab Cow, DJ Reminisce wasn't here for a bit. Others. That is it for me this week. I have something tomorrow, though there won't be a stream tomorrow. There could be another stream. Otherwise, my usual streaming day is Friday from 2 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. So if you have any questions for me, either leave it on a video as a comment. I reply to every comment, even the smallest of comments. Reply to everyone. And if you can make it to one of my lives, is where you can ask me anything about Streamable, which I've been using today, other apps and services I've been playing with, gear, you name it. Otherwise, I think that's it. Kick.